Holy shit. Actually getting a little workout. Oh my God. Filming this. Like getting, thank God. Okay, so let me introduce you to the famous T-bar. I think this is, I want to say this was the second machine I ever did in my welding shop last year when I started building the war machines for the gym. And so it kind of came to us, I remember specifically, it was a fabricator, awesome welder, super talented, hardworking guy. One of my best friends, Casey Herron, out of Montana, was visiting and working with me. Super fortunate to have him in my shop. And a year ago, last Christmas, we started coming up with a design to improve the T-bar row. As much as you may all know, anyone who's familiar with the T-bar row machines in gyms and the different gyms in San Diego and stuff, usually they're very old school. They have small pads for the chest, so it's very difficult when you want to start pulling heavier weight. The grips, the racking, the unracking, all of it between male and female, essentially just the overall being uncomfortable and painful at times, even hard to breathe when you're compressing such a small point against your sternum and chest plate. So I wanted to improve it. I wanted to improve the angle. I wanted to improve the entire machine. And somehow we magically came up with the design and finished it in the middle of the night. Pretty sure we were blackout drunk at Christmas Eve. So that's a thing that actually happened. And I give you the T-bar row with the Heim joint from a truck by Legacy Strength right here. So this one machine right here, let me set it up for you. So demonstrate, obviously the horn for the plate loading is more than you'll ever need. We have multiple points of grip for a higher close grip row, a lower low row as far as you can get here, and then as wide as you can go on a standard row position. I created it with a stainless steel Heim joint from an automotive parts. I believe I got it at Off-Road Warehouse in El Cajon. And so we'll plug that maybe for free. You're welcome. And anyway, for overall smooth operation, it is the only T-bar row I've ever seen in the market that can actually rotate, about 70 degrees. And this makes it simple if you want to go wide and you're wrapping your hands using wrist straps or straps that you're able to unload and load it when it gets heavy and you reach muscle failure, that you don't have to drop it on the ground. But also, it's low profile to the ground. It creates more of a parallel true weight experience rather than having to load 10 plates at such a high acute angle off the ground that it becomes pointless at the top range of the motion, if that makes sense. I'll demonstrate now. This pad I created essentially just off of another machine, multiple foot pegs for multiple heights, including anyone from 6'5" all the way down to 5. Different size for our petite people and our larger, taller people. And this pad I designed specifically and created it to support your total thoracic spine from your upper chest all the way to your hips. And I'll explain that now, so you're able to distribute the weight evenly and comfortably here. And so you can be on different spots, and depending on where you're grabbing, you can push and bring it to you. And then when you want it to unload, you can bring it away. And I'll explain that right now. So as we load it, you can see that we're more parallel to the ground. The weight makes more sense. So as I increase, I'm not losing weight in the range of motion on the lever. So the pivot arm is not losing resistance because it's not creating such a steep angle from the ground. And so as I come up, the weight stays the same in resistance. Like such. Very comfortable. I'm able to breathe. I'm able to allow my back, my rhomboids and shoulder blades and lats to stretch over the machine for a maximum contraction, maximum to flex my muscles. And then when you start to reach muscle failure, you can swing it and drop it. Makes it, the pivot arm changes the game. And then if I want to go a little lower, bring it in, squeeze the lower lats. Target's amazing. Recommend trying this one on your back day here in the warehouse. Absolute must. incredibly friendly. All of our female members and all that love it. It's not painful. It doesn't like harm the chest area as far as that goes. Again, supports your whole thoracic spine from the front. So very comfortable. I recommend checking it out.